what the virtual classroom in the vConnect Prime platform looks like. Here, you will share, present, and collaborate with your students. Let me show you briefly the key elements that you will be using in every class. Once you click on the orange vConnect button, you will see a configurator window with your camera, microphone, and headset. Select the headset, camera, and microphone desired from the drop-down menu. Just be sure you have the correct devices selected in this configurator before moving on. You can also click on Do Not Show This Again before clicking OK. Once in the classroom, you will have to activate your own webcam and microphone. To do this, click the video and microphone icons with red lines through them, either on the top right side of the class or next to your name in the attendees area. If there is no red line through the video and mic tabs, that means your webcam and microphone are active. To mute yourself and to shut off your webcam, just click on these icons again. When you see the red line through the camera and mic icons, this means you are muted and your camera is off. You can also change your name if you prefer using a different name in the class. You can do so by right-clicking on your name. A drop-down menu will appear. Click Change Screen Name. Another window will appear with a field that will allow you to type your name. Now, below the video area, you will see the Attendees tab. This tab shows a list of everyone in your virtual classroom. We call them attendees. Students are always under Participants. The instructor is always under Presenter, and the help desk is under Host. The help desk will be with you at all times in the classroom, but you will not hear or see them unless you need help. This also shows all attendees' abilities to operate on the platform. Participants have very little privileges, so they cannot use most of the tools that I'm going to show you today. One of the class's important elements is the Chat tab. Here, you will be communicating with everyone who is present in the classroom. To start an All Attendees chat, go to the top of the page. Click on Chat, then on All Attendees. When you are ready to type a message to all users, click inside the message box and begin to type. You can send a message by pushing Enter or Return on your keyboard. This will show up for all users to see and respond to your message. When communicating with the help desk, it is recommended to open a chat with all hosts in case more than one help desk operator is in your class. You can also send messages to individual students or the help desk one-on-one. To do that, go to the Attendees tab and right-click on the name of the person you wish to address. Then select Private Chat from the menu. Now, notice you can switch between conversations using the drop-down menu next to All Attendees. The drop-down menu is there to help you manage your conversations when chatting with multiple people during class. Note that you will also get a notification if you receive a new message in a different chat. Next to the Attendees and Chat area, you have the Handouts. Here, you can store files directly in your classroom for everyone to download. This is helpful if you have materials to distribute to students and use during class. To do this, click Handouts, Share Handouts, and then From My Computer. A window will appear to allow you to browse your computer for the desired file and then click Open. You can add more files by clicking Share Handouts again. Your student can save these handouts directly into their computers by right-clicking on a given file and clicking Save. If you wish to remove a handout, right-click on it and select Remove. On the other side of the classroom, you will see the Share space. This is where you will be displaying all your class materials for you and your students to see and interact with. Let's look over the viewing and annotation tools you'll be using. Adjust what you see in the share space during your class. Notice how this image looks stretched. Look on top of the share space. You will see the viewing tools. You will use these tools to adjust what you see in the share space. You can use fit to view, fit to width, actual size, and the zoom option. You might need to remind students to use these if they state that a shared item looks skewed. If the material that you are uploading has more than one page, you can simply switch between them by using the arrows on the left and right of the Page tab. Every time you change a slide, it will change for the students immediately. You can stop sharing any material by going to the Share tabs and clicking the X on the corresponding Documents tab. This will allow you to clear the currently shared material in the share space. If you need to explain something to your students using visual cues, the whiteboard is a tool that will allow you to use the annotation tools to write text and draw shapes, share images, copy and paste text into it. To share a whiteboard, you can simply go to this area on the top of your classroom and click on Share, then select Whiteboard. Once you share something, such as the whiteboard, you will be able to use the annotation tools on it. You and your students will be able to use these tools collectively together. To activate the annotation tools, simply click the Annotation Mode icon here. A small window with the annotation tools will pop out. The default tool is the Pen tool. You'll be able to change the pen's point size and color from the Style icon in the menu. Once you have selected your options, click and hold. Then drag your mouse to where you want to draw. Then let go of the mouse button to finish what you started. To type something in the share space, you can select the T icon from the menu. Change the text color and size again from the Style icon. After that, select the area where you would like to type. Once done typing, click outside the text box for your text to become visible for everyone. You can use the highlighter tool to highlight important sentences or objects that you are covering in your lesson. This functions just like the Pen tool. Pick your size and color from the Style icon, then highlight what you want for your students to see. Now let's look at the Shape tool. When you click on the Shape tool icon, there will be a drop-down menu to choose from. You can choose a box, an ellipse, or a line to annotate with. I'm going to choose the box shape for now and choose the border size and color I want from the Style icon. Click where you want the shape to start, then drag your mouse over to where you want to end up. Now let go of the mouse button to complete your shape. To delete something, you can just click the Select tool from the menu. Click to select what you would like to delete and then hit Delete on your keyboard. You can also right-click and then click Delete Selection from the menu. When teaching, remember that moving your mouse in your screen is not visible to the student. Get in the habit of selecting one of the pointer options on the annotation tools so your student can follow. When you are done with your annotation tools, you can delete what you and your students wrote by right-clicking anywhere in the share space and select Delete All on the window that appears. Then close the floating annotation tool window by clicking the X on the menu. Note that you can move this window anywhere in your screen. Let's quickly go over that again with a short demo. Try sharing a whiteboard from the Share tabs. Write your name in red using the Pen tool. Now type a sentence in your target language in blue. using 26 font size with the text tool. Now try to highlight your name using the highlighter. Now let's frame one of the words in your sentence using the Shape tool. Now delete that shape and change the sentence's color to green. When you finish testing all the tools, delete everything by right-clicking anywhere in the whiteboard and then selecting Delete All from the menu. Now stop sharing this whiteboard by clicking on the X from the corresponding Documents tab. Now that we went over the viewing tools and annotation tools, let's look over how to share your materials. Your teaching materials can be used in the virtual classroom by using the share options we just went over. Most file types are compatible. You can also share relevant and current news and authentic websites to enhance your teaching experience. To share a document, go to the Share menu and click the My Computer icon. Next, a navigator window will appear. Find your document and select it. Then click Open. If you are not able to share a Word document, it means your Microsoft version is not compatible with the platform. You can share it as an application. I'll show you what I mean. It is important to remember that you can only share an application that is currently open on your computer. Select the application that you want to share and then click Share. The shared application will have a green border around its frame. Note that the browser window might open full screen, hiding the virtual classroom. You can resize the browser window so that it overlaps the virtual classroom. This will allow you to still see your students while you're using the application. If the application window gets very small when you try to resize it, try resizing it before sharing the application. The students will see everything you do in this shared application. If you want to make annotations on the shared application, hover your mouse over the tab located on top of the Share screen on Now Sharing. You will be able to see and use the annotation tools. As soon as you select a tool from the toolbar menu, notice that the border around the application turns blue. This is the annotation mode color. Links on this web page are no longer active, but you can write over the application just as you would on a whiteboard. Remember, while you have any tool selected, you will not be able to change the application or click on links. This locks the application in place, so you can annotate with tools only over the current shared page. After you are done annotating and wish to navigate to another page or link, erase all annotations by right-clicking on the screen and choosing Delete All. You can utilize online educational videos in your class, and they can be viewed by all of your students. To share a video, you can open the video you wish to share outside the classroom. Pause it in the desired starting point, and then share it as an application. For the students to be able to hear it, you will need to activate the audio. To do this, hover your mouse over the green Now Sharing tab at the top. Click on the drop-down menu. Select Share Audio option, and then you can play the video. Inform your students that you will not be able to hear them when the video is playing. You can pause and disable the audio sharing to communicate with your students by clicking the Pause button and clicking Share Audio in the drop-down menu again. Try it. One more sharing option that could be useful when teaching is sharing a region on your computer screen. To do this, you have to click on the Share tab from the class menu and then select Region from the drop-down menu. a small green frame will appear. You can move this window anywhere in your computer. Anything below this frame will be seen by the students. In your class, you can share multiple applications such as a PowerPoint presentation, whiteboard, and video at the same time. Your students will only see the window or application you are interacting with. If you need to navigate to a different one, you can just click on its tab, indicated by its name, here on the top of the viewing tools. Try sharing multiple applications. Use the annotation tools and then navigate to a different one. You can practice as much as you want. Well, that was a lot of info, and I'm sure everyone is now eager to practice and hone their skills in the vConnect Prime platform. You are responsible for keeping the instruction on time and flowing. At this time, we thank you for your attention and encourage you to practice and even time yourself to improve your presentation pace and skills.